They say when she sang, soldiers fought with knives to clear a path through the crowd, to reach the hem of her skirt, to kiss the tips of her toes, to leave her a piece of silver as a sign of thanks. This was Zohra El Fassia, a Moroccan Jewish singer whose popularity made its way to the likes of the King of Morocco himself. Zohra, born in Sefrou, Morocco, took the stage name of El Fassia, referring to nearby Fez, the once royal city of Morocco. And she was destined for the stage from a young age, for you see, Zohra was always singing. Even in school, at every opportunity, Zohra would sing a tune, leading her teacher to predict she would become a musical artist. And Zohra was driven to make this happen, even after being traditionally married off in her teenage years. She had children, but at the age of 18, she divorced her husband and moved to the big city of Casablanca. Here, her career would take off. Zohra was singing at every opportunity and in every setting, from private parties to large music halls. In fact, some of her biggest performances were in King Mohammed V's royal garden. And so, over time, El Fassia became more famous and was given the honorific epithet Sheikha, or Ma'lema, meaning master. She became the most renowned of Moroccan female vocalists. What made her so renowned? Well, the range in her vocals was exquisite, and her articulation and talent in execution were phenomenal. She was a natural. I mean, hear for yourself. As for the content of her singing, Zohra's specialty was mahun, or qasidas, long-form colloquial poems set to music. They would tell of intense politics or histories or lighter topics of beauty and heartbreak. After World War II, she sang more popular music and nationalist songs, showing her patriotism and support of the Sultan and King. But no matter what she was singing, Zohra's performances could go on for hours, for she was full of energy. And there was always joy in her singing, like in this classic wedding song. But what made her a true trailblazer? Well, she was in charge of her own career, and this was in the 1950s. Picture this woman headlining shows with men in the background. She was in control. Zohra had no problem asserting herself in a male-dominated world, and the attention her voice drew only reinforced her assertion. Then, at the height of her career, in 1962, she made the decision to move to Israel. She joined her sister Simha, who had been living there for over 40 years, but the transition was not that simple. Her relocation was not uncommon, for many Jews from North Africa left their homes during this period. And many of those immigrants found themselves in Israel's southern periphery, such as Ashkelon, where Zohra ended up. In Israel, like other Jews of Arab countries, El Fassia didn't have the same opportunities to work, and certainly not the same recognition. She tried to secure gigs, but her talents seemed to remain within the Moroccan community, from performing at Mimuna to having her recordings circulate within the immigrant community. She didn't again sing in large music halls. She nonetheless continued to sing. Whether it was at bar mitzvahs or family gatherings, and whether she was able to stand or sing sitting down, she did not refuse an opportunity to perform. But still, you could tell her heart wasn't in the songs. She seemed to only be singing for others as a way of getting by. Wherever her heart was, though, she took the art of performance seriously. Listen to this story. Once, her son-in-law, who was living in Los Angeles, dined at a Moroccan restaurant and told the Muslim Moroccan staff that Zohra was his mother-in-law. They basically turned to him and said, "Prove it." At which point, he called Zohra in Israel at what must have been the middle of the night. Like a true artist, she got dressed up and put on makeup even though no one would be able to see her through the phone. Zohra then sang to the restaurant and LA's guests who were simply in awe. Later in life, and even after her passing, notable Mizrahi and Moroccan Jewish artists noted the influence of El Fassia. Her songs and performances offered a glimpse for younger generations into the rich culture of the Moroccan Jewish diaspora. Most recently, in 2016, Neta El Kayam and Amit Hai Cohen, both of Moroccan descent, produced a tribute to El Fassia. When Zohra passed away on November 4, 1994, her funeral and shiv'ah were attended by notable Mizrahi artists and even a representative on behalf of King Hassan II of Morocco. For El Fassia, the Jewish woman from Fez sat among kings.
يا بنت